Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be doing a labor and delivery story. I want to gist you guys about what went down, of everything that went down during the labor and delivery. And officially we are 2 weeks postpartum today. We just record a video and you'll see that video before this one. So for labor and delivery, I woke up on 29th of April 2020, sorry. Mommy brain. Okay, so I woke up on the 29th of April 2020, but my due date officially was supposed to be on the 7th of May. I was going to be 40 weeks on the 7th of May. So I woke up on the 29th of April and then I was fine. That was 38 weeks and 6 days. I was going to be 39 weeks the previous day. So I was cooking around 2 p.m. I was in the kitchen and then I just felt a drip. I was with my younger sister. I just felt a drip and I thought I peeled on myself. So I told her that she should hold on. I'll be right back. I ran to the bathroom and then I peed. I came back and I stood. I started doing what I was doing. I can't remember. I think I was trying to dish food. I was frying meat, rather. Yes, I was frying chicken. So I now felt a gush. Pwah. I now turned and looked at myself. I was like, did I pee on myself again? When I turned, there was a clear water on the floor, very clear. It wasn't like urine. You know, urine can have a little coloration, like it will be a bit yellow or browny, I don't know, but it's not pure white. This one was so clear, like sea water. And I sent my sister to call my husband. And when he came, I was like, I think my water just broke. He now started dancing. I asked him, why are you dancing? He said, because the baby will be out. I said, but it's not my due date yet. At least I wanted to get to 39 weeks. He said, are you serious? So I went and wore my son's diaper. He wore a size. Sorry, please. he wears size 5. And immediately the diaper was soaked, heavy. I was like, what is this? I went to change the diaper. And then we just bought a pack. I was like, I'll finish this diaper today. I wore like 4. They were all soaked. So I timed and then I wasn't feeling any pain. My husband would time and come and ask, are you having any pain? I said, no. He sure he was my guardian angel that day. Are you having any pain? I said, no. So he now, and I told you, okay, let me just do some exercises and all that. So I went and did exercise, some few exercises. If I remember, I will include the clips for you so that you can see the things I was doing. And I think this video will be labor and delivery story / how I induced my labor. I don't know. After my water broke, I don't know which one I'm going to do. Okay, so I did a little exercise for like 5 minutes and then I came back and slept for up to 2 hours. I woke up and there was no pain. And I was telling my husband I don't want to be induced because with my son, my water broke like that around 2 a.m. on I was 39 weeks and 6 days. And labor did not start until the next day. When I got to the hospital, they had to induce me. And believe me, I don't want to lie to anybody. Induction is painful. It's horrible. Sorry. Some people don't feel it that way, but my threshold for pain is so high. So the pain was out of this world. So just thinking about that, I was so sad. I was moody. I was telling my husband, so the option now is just for induction. He said, who said so? That nobody is going to induce me. I should just believe God. I said, okay. So when I woke up, I sent my sister to get castor oil for me. Oh, sorry, I would have brought the bottle. It's still in the house. So she bought pure cold pressed castor oil for me. And then I used 2 tablespoons. I had fresh oranges that they brought for me from the village. So I squeezed the oranges into a glass cup. And then I used 2 tablespoons of the castor oil mixed inside the orange juice, and then I drank it. And then I went back to lie down, and From that time till that was, my water broke around 2. I did the exercises and I took the car somewhere around 3, around past 4 in PM in the evening. So I slept till I woke up around 5. There was nothing. So I told my husband, okay, by 9:10, whether or not I'm feeling this pain, we are going to the hospital. He said, okay. So I had already packed my bag, my hospital bags to the car because it was already packed. If you not watch my labor and delivery, sorry, my hospital pack, my hospital bag, my hospital bag video, you can find that on my channel. It's very, very inspiring and very helpful. So he took the bag to the car. He took the bag to the car, and then we didn't want everybody to know that we were going to the hospital because I was not in pain. We didn't even tell anybody. So sorry, I woke up with a cold 2 days ago, so that's why I'm like this. And my mother-in-law is around. We didn't want to alarm her because we didn't know what was happening. So by 9 p.m. I took my bath, and then we started going to the hospital. Immediately my husband started driving. I started sweating. I now told him, please, can you increase the AC? He said, AC is on. I said, are you sure? We started arguing. The AC is not on. He said, okay, let me increase it. This is the last one. This is the highest volume of the AC. This is the blah, blah, blah. I said, no, this AC is not enough. My waist started jamming together. The pain would just come and grab my waist and then release it. I was like, my butt was not on the car seat. Yeah, just there's something in the car that you can hold your hand. I heard that and I was like this because I didn't want my butt to stop to touch it. It was as if it touched it, my waist to break. From my house to the hospital, it's like, I think about 15 minutes if there's no traffic. If there's traffic, up to, if it can take you 3 hours. But during the lockdown, there was nobody on the road, so it was so fast. But it was like my husband was driving for 15 hours. I was just gonna look at him. What happened? Why are you not driving this car, Biko? You want me to die in this car? I mean, they send you. And then we go to the hospital. Coming out of the car, as a matter of fact, when he was driving, it's as if he shook me and the pain was growing, increasing and increasing. So before we got to the maternity, he gave me my face mask. He did a little video. If you see me that time, I was trying to smile, but smile did not hold any water. So he walked me to the door of the delivery suite. He did a short clip, and then I entered. Remember I told you that they don't allow filming, snapping in my hospital. So there's no video and everything, but after delivery, there was a video. So I got into the delivery room, and then with my small bag that I told you guys that in my hospital, you have to put only those ones. When you watch the video, you understand what I'm talking about. So I got to the room, and then they collected my card, asked me, they do my start, and then they asked me the last time I was in the hospital. I told them, and they needed to do a scan because I was meant to do a scan the next day, and then I entered labor. My labor started the previous day. So they took me for scan. No, before they took me for scan, they told me to remove my clothes and then put on my wrapper and lie on the bed. They checked me, and it was like I was about 3 cm dilated. My cervix was 3 cm dilated. They insert the hand in your vagina to get into your cervix to see how it's opening. By the time it opened to 10 cm, it's about this size so that the head of your child can come out through the cervix and come into the birth canal. So I was 3 cm, something like this. Just 3 hands can enter through the cervix. So I had 7 to go, but I had already loosed my mucus plug. That's what tightened the mouth of the cervix so that I don't have a miscarriage or stillbirth. So that has already removed before I got to the hospital. So they took me for a scan about 11 p.m. or so. I was just there with my husband. By this time, I had already told my mother-in-law that we're in the hospital. We want to see how things are going because I wasn't feeling so good in my body. So they took me for a scan. The lab technician said my baby's head was down, the baby was doing well, the placenta position was good, the baby was weighing good. But at this point, I didn't want to hear anything. I just want to hear that the baby is doing well and you can deliver, because this time was morning. So they took me back to the labor room, and then they told the girls I was good. They told my husband to go and give blood, because again we were meant to give blood the next day. And then my husband was going to give blood that night, and then he went off to give the blood, and they were looking for my file or my card. They couldn't find. I don't know what happened to them, but the angel of the Lord located it for them, and I was there. So by 12, they collected my blood sample to check if I had any shortage of blood, if I had any things like diabetes. They asked me, but they needed to be sure. So they gave me a cannula on my hand, so that if go no go, they will give me a drip and induce me, or if I need theater, they won't have to go and start looking for vein, because at that time it's emergency, your veins might disappear. So that's why I had the cannula on my hand. And then by 12 midnight, because okay, by the time we got to the hospital it was 2:10. So doing all this, going about and coming back, and then I think by the time they took me for scan, I came back, it was almost 12 midnight. So the doctors that wanted to hand over checked me, and then she said I was still 3 cm. And then she said something that angered me. She said, she's going to sleep. She now told the student doctor, it's your patient now. When it's 4 a.m., come and check her, because this one will deliver by 8 a.m. and once it's 5 and she has not delivered, we're going to induce her. I said, what? No, my God did not tell me that anybody is going to induce me. So I now looked at the clock, because my bed was like this, and then the wall clock was there, and then it was 5 minutes past 12. I now told God that, Father, by the time it's 4 a.m., I am going to deliver this baby. And now backed it up with tongues. So the lady they left me with, the student doctor and one consultant, and then one midwife. So the doctor now said, she's not even in pain. She's speaking in tongues there. And then everybody left. They now left me with the consultant. The other consultant, not the big one. There were 2 consultants and a student doctor. So the big one left, had already diagnosed me to deliver. The professor I was going to deliver by 8 a.m. So by 2 a.m., my husband said he wanted to go home, and I can't remember what he said he wanted to do, because by this time I was on fire. my waist was just coming together. Someone described her labor pain on Instagram, on YouTube. I laughed, and I laughed so hard. So the way she described, I can't even describe it that way, but my waist was on fire at this point. It was so painful that at this time my contractions were 3 minutes, 2 minutes apart. They will come and go, and then when the labor contraction does in such a way that immediately they relieve you, you want to sleep. The sleep will be so sweet when they come. Oh my goodness. It can hold you for 30 seconds, it can hold you for 1 hour, it can hold you for 1 minute, it can hold you for 2 minutes. Mine were like, the pain will come and stay for 2 minutes. And believe you, these 2 minutes is like 2 hours. It's painful. It hurts a lot. So by 2 a.m., my husband said he wanted to go home and I think take a nap, I can't remember. But he was meant to go home. He had already given them 1 pint of blood. So I begged this woman to come and check, and she was like, she know that I've not reached the level that she can check me. They said they should check me by 4. So immediately she's finished saying that, another doctor entered and said, it's like I've entered the transition stage. The transition stage means you are drawing closer to delivery. So your cry or your mourning or your actions will be more aggressive than when you first came. So they told her to check me, and she was like, she's 6 cm. That's, I've dilated up to 6 cm. My cervix has already opened like that. I have just 4 cm to go, that it will be like this, that the head of the baby can come out. So she was like, she's progressing so fast. So I think I called my husband. I told him I was 6 cm, and he said, okay, he'll start coming back home. But they told him, you can relax. His mother told him that he can sleep. It might take a little while. So I was there. I was still in pain, and the pain was increasing. So by the time I got to 4, okay, by the time it was 3 a.m., I was crying. I wasn't crying, but I was calling for help. I called her that she can come and check me again. I think the baby is coming. So she was like, no. I think she knows that my body will be pushing, but I shouldn't push because I will rupture my cervix and they'll have to take me into the theater and blah blah blah. I should hold myself. And my dear, the feeling is like you can't hold this thing. It comes on its own. It feels as if you want to pull, and the pull is so hard that your body is pushing, helping you to push this pull. You don't feel it in your vagina, you feel it in your butt. It's as if it's your butt that want to remove. You don't feel pain, you can feel pressure anyway, but it's not a painful one for me because I don't know about any other person. So she now came and checked and so I was like, what? You are 9 cm? Oh, you're progressing. Okay, let's see. So by the time she came by 4 a.m., I was 9 cm again. So she was like, in the next 30 minutes, you will deliver. I said, 30 minutes is too far. She said, you are teaching me my work. I said, no, but I know what I'm feeling. And I told her that, please, come and check. She was now angry. She was quarreling me that, am I teaching her work? She said, the next 30 minutes, that's like 4:30. And I told her, ma, what I'm feeling now. I think about 10 minutes past 4. The pain had progressed to my lower abdomen. And then my body was pushing the baby. So I was doing as if I want to pull. But the pull, by this time the baby's head was already down. I could feel it. But the baby could not come out. So I was begging her that I beg her in the name of God. So she was ignoring me self. She told me that if she come and then the baby is not out, it's not yet time, she will relax and I will deliver there alone. I was so angry, but I was so much in pain, so I didn't even bother about her. And I started praying and telling God, Jesus, please help me. Jesus, help me. So she was like, she wasn't still coming. She just turned and looked at me and said, this one, I've seen your type before. And I started saying, thank you, Jesus. By the time I was saying, thank you, Jesus, I'd already started coming to check me again. She now said, Jesus has not helped you and you're thanking. I said, he has helped you and I see you coming. She now started laughing. She now came. I don't know what entered her when she now came near me. She was so nice. And maybe God had already answered my prayer. She now said, let her see. Immediately she saw, she was like, wow, the baby's head, the forehead is here. That if she was not meant to give me a little cut, the baby would have come out before she would have reached. I said, but I was telling you, this is not my first time. She was telling me, I told her I want to pull. I needed to pull. She said, I should pull there. When I pull, she will pack it. That it is when I'm pulling that she will know that the baby is coming. I said, even the first time, I felt like pulling, but I didn't pull. So it's the baby that is coming. She said, you have to teach me my work. This lady forgot her scissors in that plate. That was when she started doing just born in the room. Oh, where's my scissors? So, here is my scissors. She was speaking grammar. I was screaming. I said, blood of Jesus, what is this? She said, she's so sorry. She's so sorry. When this girl later found this scissors, my dear, she forgot where her alcohol was. I was like, there's no need for alcohol. Just cut it. She just gave me the scissors and boom, baby was out. This sissy came out and was not crying. She was just doing her activities as if she was calling angels. I was wondering what's happening. This baby is supposed to be crying. And this madam, this auntie that was helping her to come out, was just busy adjusting the cord so that she would cut it. Another doctor now entered and I said, what are you doing? That baby is not crying. Carry her up. She now carried the baby up and slapped her. That was when she cried small, and then she removed her and gave the midwife to dress her up and clean her and all that, and delivered my placenta. And they gave me oxytocin drip, the one they use for induction, so that my womb will contract and I won't bleed. You know, some people give birth and then they bleed non-stop, some even die. So the oxytocin injection drip helps to contract the womb so that you won't bleed. The contraction of the womb is what makes the womb and the cervix to go back, and then the bleeding will not be much. So when you deliver and they give you, it's not painful because there's nothing that is going to push out. So they gave that to me, and then I was sleeping. By the time I woke up, I think it was about 7, and they brought food for me. They took baby for immunization. They took us to the ward. By this time, my husband came back, and then we're in the ward, and then they discharged us by 5 p.m. in the evening. And then we came home. We have a little clip on our way home and when we got home. So that was our little story. God was so faithful. And the baby has been so nice. Very beautiful baby. Very calm baby. So that was our beautiful labor and delivery story. If you are new here,
oh my goodness, Father, we are grateful.
If you are new here, my name is I'm so sorry. This is the castor hair I used.
Thank you, Father,
what's the name?
For your faithfulness.
Doctor.
Thank you for your love. Thank you for your mercies.
Is it
Thank you
Dr.
for the
Best
favor.
castor
Thank
oil
you
or
for
what? I can't find the name
everything.
here,
We
but the
give you
name is okay,
praise
Dr.
in
B.
the name of Jesus.
This is castor oil I
See you
used.
guys when we
I
get home.
used 2
Bye.
tablespoons added in my orange juice. I had fresh oranges, so I peeled them, squeezed them in a glass cup, and added 2 tablespoons. And this was what started my labor after 4 hours. Some people say it gives them diarrhea. Some say it gives them dehydration. But I didn't experience any of that. I didn't even poop on the delivery table. The labor was just 6 hours, from 10 to 4:20 a.m. So that was 6 hours labor, and it was faster than the first time. First time was 3 days. So if you are new here, my name is Blessing Sule, aka the Fertile Mom. We help couples who are trying to conceive naturally through lifestyle changes and adjustments, supplements, multivitamins, and natural therapies that help them and increase their chances of conception by say 80%. And then we teach them how to recognize their ovulation, to know exactly when they're ovulating, so that they can meet their partners at the right time. And then we teach them how to select the sex of their child in case you want a particular sex. And then we teach them how to do natural family planning. And all that happen on our Instagram at Fertile Moms. If you have any challenge or know anybody, they can just go to our Instagram page and send us a DM, or go to our bio on Instagram and click there, and then send us a message on WhatsApp, and we'll answer your questions and see where we can be of help to you. And then we'll be doing we'll be doing baby updates and mommy updates every Sundays now that baby is here, and every Wednesday health tips, fertility tips, business tips, and everything in between. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next Sunday. Bye.
It's morning time.
We are back home. It has been a hectic day, so we'll continue from here another day. Yeah, that's Elijah doing big brother duties, and he's playing. So
and that's Grandma.
That's Grandma.
Hello, Grandma.
Hello, my boy.
How you doing?
I'm fine with the new baby girl.
Ooh. All right. See you guys later. Bye.
See you.